What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to a new farming tutorial where I want to show you how you can resource up really quickly, because it's getting a bigger and bigger problem with no riots coming up at all, thanks Kixeye by the way, to still have a couple of resources, right? So we need some farming strategies that allow us to really stock up on resources extremely quickly, and one way to do that is definitely having some auto fleets, as we all know, right? We have been using auto fleets for quite a long time, and I just want to make sure you guys also see how to do it here with these high-end fleets. We can finally farm them in AI mode now, thanks to the fact that we have some super high DPS on these fleets, right? The one right here is both of them are pretty similar. They're just using a tanky cruiser in the chicane formation on slot 1 and some battleships or destroyers, whatever you want, with massive DPS in the background. And you can farm even up to level 55 VEGA elite fleets. I'm not even kidding. That's just so effective. And I like it. In complete auto mode, you don't have to do anything if you have a lot of firepower, okay? And I'm sure some of you already have a couple of, Nova Ray battleships. Those Venoms here have Nova Rays on them, right? And that's pretty much all you need. You don't really need more than that. It just eliminates them really quickly. It's very powerful, and it has a very low repair time. And what we do in order to get the resources is pretty simple too. We just collect the things that come out of those farming runs, right? So let's do this. This one is going back, and now we collect those resources. It's a little bit complicated here because we have so many fleets sitting here. What the heck is going on? Why is everyone sitting right here? Exactly that one spot that I chose to now farm. The other fleets are all sitting here too. All players are just waiting here. So, like I said, having didn't I say that even? Having a Javelin flagship at hand, especially with the improved jump drive to have all your 7 fleets with you, is very helpful, but it's not required. You can also just fly to it, attack them, and collect the resource and just fly back. It will take a little bit more time, but it still works, okay? The only thing you need to worry about is VSEC patrols when they are around, right? Other than that, it's really not a big problem here. We have 99 million mineral ore right now, which is always my problem, and we have 296 million antimatter. Let's see how much we got. 99 and 96. From one run here we get altogether almost 109. So 10 million mineral ore and 8 million or something antimatter, and then also of course helium, and that all just for one run, right? And I really like that I didn't have to do much. It was just full AI mode. Previously we couldn't really take on elite cargo fleets here, Vega level 53, 55 in full AI mode. Now we can do that because we just have as much firepower that is needed, okay? You can compare these two fleets here. You can use pretty much any tank you want. You can even use a Revelation cruiser tank. All you need is a meta phase shield 3 twice. That's important. And the other and some armor below, maybe let's say 5,000 armor at least, okay, below the ship's shields, and that's all you need. And then you have a lot of puffer HP here to be able to just do that a couple of times. You don't need to hit repair here. You can do that. You can see we only lost a sliver of health, okay, just a tiny little sliver. We can do that so many times before our fleet actually has to go back for repairs. If we were crazy, we could even go for, reduced repair time here like this. Okay, here, free instant, and is that free instant? Nah, 14 seconds. If I had waited 14 seconds, it would have been a free instant and all that. But, here 50... I don't even want that, right? I just want to farm indefinitely without having to go back and repair all the time. I'm going back just to deliver the resources real quick, and that's it. So... Also interesting, up to 9 minutes and 30 seconds is still 1 coin, just by the way, right? They somehow changed it so that it's being 1 coin is longer until it gets 2 coins. It used to be 8 minutes and now it's 9.5, I think, and then it's 2 coins. But yeah, so. This fleet here has taken less damage because it is a Punisher cruiser. Of course, using a Punisher cruiser is more useful because you have more efficient HP resistance and repair ratios, right? I should replace. This is a farming Punisher. It has 2 meta phase shield level 3s. The best thing for farming still. If you wanna do my PvP Punisher doesn't have any shields really, just a meta phase shield 2 or something, because it lives from the better repair bonuses and on armor and everything, and most importantly the resistors, right? This This one here is a farming one. That's why it has Metaphysia 3 twice. And then we have massive firepower on it. I'm probably going to replace that manifold also with another level 2 Infernal... Xeno Disintegrator Cannon, right? The resistors, of course, Mark II would be helpful because then you get a second resistor slot. And however, I do have the wrong resistors in here. They are more for farming pretty much everything that comes around, because the only thing dealing projectile damage is really only the VEGA alert fleets, the VEGA Elite and the VSAC. They are doing projectile damage a lot, right? After that, the VEGA alert fleets and all that, they all do a lot of explosive and a lot of energy and all that, right? So I don't think you really need the projectile resistance so much, and that's why I don't have them on here. If I had, this is probably going to be an instant repair even, instead of a 3-coin repair, right? Of course, the battleship would be free instant repair and so on, and this would definitely be a free instant if I had like projectile resistance. So the only principle you have to do here with this fleet is basically just have, if you have the chicane formation, that's very useful to have the cruise, the tank up there in the front, and then 5 damage dealers with massive firepower. You can see we have 671 DPS on this one here with Infernal Gatling and what is it, Nova Rays, and then we have here 800 DPS with Infernal Wave Drivers and some Manifold Missiles, which are just against squadrons. Then we have more Infernal, more Nova Rays, and then just a Destroyer with Infernal Gatling. Just firepower, that's all you need, just firepower, okay? And a good tank in the front, and that can be a Revelation Cruiser, that can be an APOC. If you can make it be a Punisher, it's better. Obviously, it's the best tank right now, okay, and for a long time. But you can pretty much use everything you want, right, as a tank. You don't have to use a Punisher for that, and I really like that. Let's do another run, right? We need some more resources. We're still not full. There's a lot of resources we can still fill up. And for this, because I'm using 2 farming fleets simultaneously, I'm trying to find 2 high-level fleets. For example, this right here is very useful. One right there, one right there. And, yeah, this is what we do. I can already spread my cargo fleets also here. And, wait a minute. Okay, the wrong one followed there, okay, so here we have, bam, bam, both are going in here in now. The level 61 has a higher level, but it's actually less effective because it doesn't have the Infernal Wave Drivers on the Damocles Destroyers. Look, the level 61 only uses basically just battleships and a destroyer in the and then the Covenant Cruiser, while the level 51 or 55 I'm using here has the Infernal Wave Drivers, and that just makes a big difference, right? When they hit, that is just boom, that's just a lot of damage coming over, and yeah, very interesting to watch also. I like watching these, and here we have this battleship that fires the Infernal Wave Drivers, 6 of them, level 3. Where is it? Here. Oh, thanks for nothing. At least hit this one. Come on, come on. Boom, and bats. Oh, come off of it, dude. Not even that one was a hit. It's just too much damage. Just too much damage for some reason. And here we're gonna take these resources and gather back our fleets. And that's all we do. So yeah, like I said, having a Javelin Flagship makes it better, of course. Yeah, you're more agile. You can just jump around. You don't need to sit there and wait for your ships to arrive. You can just jump around and directly to the fleets. Especially with the improved one, you're really fast, having all your ships. But the problem with the Javelin, of course, is that now you have to have a Javelin with a proper level, so that here 109 million with a proper level, so that you have yeah, you can escort them with all the cargo fleets, right? For that you need a lot of carriers. If you can just put a couple of carriers in, or whatever you have, in order to make them have a higher level as a cargo fleet, right? And 109, now it's almost 119, again 10 million antimatter, 8 million antimatter or something, and around 10 million mineral ore, something like this. And it really goes so quickly and so easily to farm resources that way. You just need the VEGA elite fleets. You can also take on the level 60 raiders, I think. Let's have a look at that too. I want to just on air now with you guys figure out if you can do that, if you can actually use the raiders with this and farm them. Because they have a carrier inside, and that changes things, right? Let's see how it is. I think I did have a good experience. I made a good experience once where it worked, but that doesn't necessarily mean it works every time perfectly well, right? So here we go. Hunters you should definitely not take on, and also no artilleries, because your tanks will be being eaten alive there. And so let's watch the level 55 version with the Infernal Gatling Rays, the Infernal Wave Drivers, and see if they can be taken on. The problem here is the carrier, of course. Let's see. This fleet here is the most vulnerable one. It does have the better cruiser and the more DPS destroyers, but those two Venoms here on the outer sides are just farming Venoms with Metaphase Shield 2, 5 times level 1 Nova Ray, and then rotation thrusters, so that they are slower than the other ships. See, they are slower than the battleship, than the destroyers. I don't want them in first line, and that's why they're purposely slower. Of course, the Infernal Wave Drivers just make such quick process with these things here. What are they? With those freaking Hellfire no, what is it? Heretic cruisers. Yeah, that's what it is. But you can see that it works very well. This cruiser just soaks up all the damage. It soaks up all the damage from the entire fleet, while pretty much the others are just damage dealers from behind firing, and that's all we do here. And once you destroy that carrier, all the squadrons will disappear anyways here, right? So we have almost lost the shields on this on this Punisher cruiser, which is Metaphase Shield 3 twice, which is a lot of shielding we have lost, but we haven't really lost the shields at all on any of our ships. And we're getting some boxes for it, and oh, what the hell? Ah. And we can collect, most importantly, we can collect the resources, and that's really worth it. However, keep in mind that these Raider fleets, the crafting fleets, don't carry as many resources as the other fleets do, right? Vega Elite fleets here, these Vega Elite 53, 50, and 55 carry the best amount of resources, if you ask me. I really like making farming those, because it's just very effective. And so, where are we? We're there. Oop, and going back. And I think we're going to have another run right immediately after this one. See, 118 million. I don't know with how much we started. How much did we start with? I don't know. It was 99. Was it? Was it that? I think it was somewhere around 99 million. That's what we have started with, right? And now we are much further than this with 124 million, and there's another 10 million coming right here. So. Spreading the ships immediately that are cargo based to collect the cargo immediately, and like I said, full auto mode. Let's have a look at the Demon Core version again. We have now looked so much into the version with the Damocles destroyer that used the Infernal Wave Driver. We haven't really been watching this fleet so much. And yeah, this one took a tiny little bit of more damage, I think, from these Raiders. But like I said, the Raiders are not exactly the best thing you should take on. They will give you some crafting boxes occasionally, but the resources you actually want are much lower than the resources on the Vega fleets. Bam! Wow, that was a big hit from that Infernal Wave Driver. And here he comes. Boom! This is just incredible, man. So much damage. And fire. Boom! This battleship is almost a one-hit kill. I love it. All you need is just firepower. It can be a battleship, it can be a destroyer, it doesn't matter what it is. All you need is firepower. And when you have that, then you have all you need. So, collecting the resources. Oops. Come on here. Ah, oh, god damn it, this is so much clicking. This should be so much easier, if you ask me. There shouldn't be that much clicking involved just to get those fleets back and following. There should be a button, follow Jaff or something, that doesn't not require you to click 100 times just to get them on that. So 124 million mineral ore, and now it's 134. So once again, around 10 million resources gotten from this run. And after getting like a 40 million mineral ore and 30 million antimatter or so, we can still continue. We have even taken on these Raiders, which just gave us much more damage than we should have gotten. If we had stick with Vega Elite fleets, no problem. We would still be here at only taking a tiny little bit of damage at all. And you can just do that so often in a row before even going to repair. And that's what you can use the Knight for, right? And just in case you're interested to see lower level player can use this right here, a Infernal, not Infernal, what is it? The Nova Ray level 1 5 times, Syntium 2 and 3, or Civil War Armor 2 and 1 for some resistors, Rotation Thrusters 3 so that they are slower than the other ships and staying in the background, Focused Optics 5, Metaphase Shield 2, no resistor, and 270 DPS with a Metaphase Shield 2. we figured out that it's much better to use more armor on these things than using almost no armor. You have a lower repair time when you get hit. We actually tested that during the last live stream. And yeah, just make sure to have damage dealers and a tank together in a useful formation. If you don't have the chicane formation, just use the line formation and put the tank in slot 3 and the slowest other ships on slot 4. And the rest around it, right? The cruiser will still be faster and still be taking the damage. So, yeah, that's the video I wanted to show you. Massive resources gotten from this, and also a video made, well, that's some success. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me. You guys are awesome. As always, Manni-Gaming signing off. Bye-bye.